Welcome back to Strength and Health for Life, where we talk about the most forgotten muscle. Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to day 65 of our weight loss journey together. Before we begin, we ask that you smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell so you get all alerts. Also, watch the video all the way through. And if you have any topics you'd like to see in this channel, please leave your suggestions in the comment section below. And by the way, for those of us with more weight to lose, we may need a boost in order to get our fat burning going. So if you're looking for a more natural way to supplement your fat burn, click the first link in the description below the hashtags. So you may be wondering what today's topic is. Well, duh! Today's topic is all about your hip flexors. The hip flexors, also known as the psoas muscles, is one of the most neglected muscles in everyone's body. Not today! It very rarely gets stretched unless you're an athlete and know about it to begin with. And it's worked out even less. But your hip flexors are very important to your overall health, and so we'll go over why in this video. So, what is the hip flexor exactly? I have no... Well, your hip flexors are the only muscle that connects your upper and lower body. As if that wasn't important enough, it also controls our stability, balance, controls our ability to sit, bend, stand, twist, and walk and step. Without this, you're not doing anything. And if that wasn't enough for you, your hip flexors extend to your central nervous system too. Ah, crap! Which means it plays a role in both fat storage, emotional well-being, and your sex drive. I did mention that without it, you're not doing anything right. This is why we need to make sure we keep it flexible and strong. So, why do so many people have a problem with it these days? Isn't that the million-dollar question? Here's why. Chairs. Now, I don't just really mean the existence of chairs, but I also mean the overuse of chairs in general. As technology progresses, we have more and more jobs that require us to sit for long periods of time in front of a computer screen. We also find more entertainment sitting in chairs, sitting in movie theaters, and just not doing much. So how does this affect your hip flexors though? Sitting too much for long periods of time actually shortens the length of your flexor muscles. Eventually, over time, this will cause you to have difficulty standing up straight. Fast forward a little bit further into your life and you'll have trouble sleeping on your stomach. This in turn will cause restless sleep, which eventually will cause stress, anxiety, and pain while sleeping. Basically, it'll cause pain everywhere around your hip area. Like a giant pain bomb. And as you know, pain hurts. So let's avoid that, shall we? Well, you said that affects my fat storage. Yes, it does. See, pain caused by your flexor muscles can cause stress and adrenaline release. This is because your body begins to prepare for disaster. The adrenaline will trigger fat storage in order to prepare for a long period of time without food because it really doesn't know what's going on. And the pain in your lower back and hip area will cause additional stress. And if you watched our video on hormones, you know what stress means. Stress means our good old friend cortisol shows up. He likes to turn off our body's ability to burn fat. Thanks, cortisol! You bet. All of this doesn't even take into account what it does to your sexual life. Let's just say that pain and pleasure don't mix at all. And it affects men and women. Let's have a thought exercise together, shall we? Imagine you're with someone that you truly love and you want to spend time with them. You have a wonderful evening together, things are going really well, when all of a sudden it feels like someone just stabbed you in the hip. I think you'll start being slightly distracted by that kind of pain. Your hip flexors that you've been neglecting this entire time just ended your night. So we really should avoid that. So at this point, you're probably wondering, how do we avoid all this? Don't sit. Well, for many of us, that's not even really possible, so there are other things we can do. The most important thing is that we stretch and exercise our flexor muscles as much as possible. Now, this is not instead of, but in addition to your normal weightlifting. In fact, it's important that we stretch all of our muscles every day. See, that's the beauty of our hip flexors being a muscle group. Unless you injure them, nearly everything else can be reversed. So again, at the very least, you should be stretching this muscle every day. And if you want increased performance in all of those areas, make sure you strengthen them as well. Make sure as you stretch them in all directions. One way is doing a leg lunge without any weight, pushing forward as far as you can and holding it there for 90 seconds or more. Another important way is to do the sitting butterflies, where you sit with the soles of your feet put together in front of you. You then grab your feet and use your elbows to push your knees down towards the ground. Now this is only 2 of many different exercises and stretches you can do, but these are 2 simple ones to get you started. But keeping track of all these things can be difficult. That's why losing weight can be difficult to do on your own. It always helps to have somebody or a group of people to talk to when it comes to these types of things. So if you're looking for a weight loss community to help keep you motivated, share with along your weight loss journey, or just be there for you along the way, follow us on Facebook and join our Facebook group. Those links are at the bottom of the description. With all that said, stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video.